We found a gem for you guys today, a 15-year-old Wonderkid striker who can perform at the highest levels, but more importantly, can be picked up on an approach to sign deal in your saves. He's awesome, he develops well, and in this simulation we'll show you how to make him a world beater. Hello everyone, Jake here for FMSCOUT. Welcome to the channel and to another episode of Wonderkid to Superstar. Very excited for this one today. This guy is going to score tons of goals in this simulation, but hopefully for you guys as well, should you go on to sign him. So with that being said, let's go take a look. We're heading over to the Dutch divisions and to Ajax, where many great players come from. And whilst I find him, do remember, if you enjoyed this video, to smash the like button for us and subscribe for more content like this, and let us know who you'd like to see next in this series. Thank you for all the support since we came back since the hack, but the player we're looking at today is none other than 16-year-old Dutch striker Sky Vink. Now this guy is a very strange Wonderkid. Because he is so young, it seems that when you load up a save, a lot of his attributes are randomised. Now his dribbling and his heading were high in both of the saves I checked out. However, in this save he's 16 and 5'7". In another save I had him where he was 6 foot and 15 at the start, so I don't really know how it works. I guess it's just randomly generated. But Sky here can have a potential of anywhere within the range of 140 to 170. On the lower end, you're definitely getting your money's worth, and on the higher end, you are getting one of the world's best. Now, because he is so young, he obviously isn't ready-made to walk into many teams in the world, but he does have some good attributes right from the off. His physicals, at least in the pace department, are quite good. He's a quick player who's agile, a good dribbler with good first touch, heading and passing. His work rate's there, his off-the-ball work, determination and decision-making. He has all of that at a high level. Now his value here is only between 1 and 5 million supposedly, but to let you guys know, you can actually approach to sign him by clicking here, going through the approach to sign thing and negotiating a deal there. Obviously you'll have to pay compensation, and just to let you know, I've tried this in another save and he didn't want to. We were Manchester City in that one. I feel like it's not to do with club reputation, maybe the league we're in, I don't know, but at least try it out, see if you're able to discuss terms with him, and maybe you can pick up a great striker on an approach to sign. Now I had to add players from the Dutch divisions into my database to see him, so if he's not in your save, there's a good chance you haven't loaded him in, but now we're going to move him over to our Real Madrid side and show you exactly how to train him to make him one of the world's best. So we've brought him over to Real Madrid, sent him on a language course, and we're running a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress preset that the game provides, with a few roles mixed around as always. Now Sky isn't going to be on corners, penalties, free kicks. We're not going to put him on anything like that purely to get his numbers up, but hopefully he'll still be able to score a fair few goals for us. The coach report is a bit mixed. There's a few negatives but also some positives. For example, his strength is only 3 in this save, but in another save it was 10, so that's another attribute that seems to be randomly generated. Because he is so young, there's a good chance that you could get a completely different variation of this player, but it's definitely worth checking him out in your save first to see if he's worth signing. But for his training, we're just going to focus in on the advanced forward position, but importantly, we are making sure that he's being mentored in the training section. Go to mentoring and give him some mentorship by some of the better personalities at the club. Now that Sky's set up and in this Real Madrid team, we're going to holiday a few years into the future, asking the assistant manager to play him as often as possible to see just how well he might develop over the course of the first few years. And here we are in 2025. I believe Sky has been playing for us for 3 years now, and to let you know, he has a current ability here of 141. So after 3 years of development, he is now on the lowest end of what he could be for you guys at max potential. So this is the worst he could be if you developed him to his max, and clearly he is worth that initial investment because he has turned in to a great striker. 8 appearances for the under-21 team of Netherlands with 4 goals scored. Physically, he's turning into a beast. He's managed to get his strength up slowly. Still not a level that you'd want it to be, but it's better than it was before. But he's a lot quicker now, a lot more agile, makes great decisions, is working well off the ball. He's a much better finisher than he originally originally was, which was one of his main weaknesses when we signed him. Great dribbler, great heading ability, first touch and passing. Sky has done very well in terms of his development. In terms of his performance on the pitch, he's done very well. Now, we used the editor to bring him over here to our Real Madrid side, but as you saw, you could approach to sign him. Since we bought him in though, his first season at the age of 16, just turned 16, he was good, 21 goals, but maybe not amazingly good, but you wouldn't expect that from a 16-year-old. From there though, he's been scoring goals for fun, getting high average match ratings, and his first 3 years have gone very well as a Real Madrid player, but it's only going to get better from here. Our next job is to simulate to see him in the prime of his career, to see just how good Skyvink could become in your saves. Okay, we've gone into the future now, and Sky has done very, very well for us. In fact, he has become one of the world's best players and certainly worth that initial investment. Look at those attributes, that is phenomenal, particularly those physicals. Before we have a look at him in any more detail though, I'd like to let you guys know I do have my own channel linked in the description where we've got a new save starting soon, so if you want to get involved in that, come over, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it, and check out our other one-off rebuilds as well. But Skyvink, what a player, man. 85 appearances for the Dutch national team with 83 goals. That is incredible, and it's mainly helped by those physical attributes because he is so quick, and often that is a massive factor in how well a player does in Football Manager. Composure of the highest levels, decision making, off the ball work, passing, technique, dribbling, first touch, finishing, heading ability as well. This guy would be a perfect complete forward actually. If we could up his strength a little bit more, you could not ask for too much more from Skyvink, who has become a phenomenal player. In terms of his goal scoring exploits, he has been on fire since we last saw him, scoring pretty much a goal a game, and in one season hitting 50 goals, and most recently hitting 55 goals in 38 appearances. Incredible numbers, and I'm sure he's won himself a few Ballon d'Ors. Before we check out if that is the case though, let me switch over to the end of his career. And Sky has continued to bag goal after goal since then. 45 goals the next year, 34, 44, 47. He is scoring over a goal a game. My face might be covering it up, but he's played 720 times for us and scored 746 games, and I believe that's only in the league, and he's had 161 appearances for the Netherlands and 156 goals. I don't think I've ever seen an international record that good. Over time, of course, his attributes have started to weaken, but he is still a great player at the age of 36. And that's proved by the fact that even at this age, he's continuing to win Ballon d'Ors. He's won the last 6 Ballon d'Ors there, adding another one all the way down here. That's 7 total Ballon d'Ors for our Dutch striker here, who's done so well. He's a great option if you're looking for someone to pick up on the approach to sign, or just a player that you might not have tried before. Definitely check him out in your save, see what your scouts think, and let me know just how different he is in your save, because it does look like those attributes can vary quite a lot. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, smash the like button for us. Let us know who you'd like to see in the next episode. Subscribe for more, check out my channel linked in the description, but most of all, have a great day everybody, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.